What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sal in the building, man. Late show, but I'm on. This is episode 212, episode 212 for September 7, 2017. I am on the air, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm glad to be on. Consider this CPT. But I'm on the air, ladies and gentlemen, and again, thank you to all the people who watch, who are going to be watching today and in the future. Let's go ahead and get the show started with. We got Jeff Thayer in the house. Michael Cummings, Bad Scientist, of course. Today, look, all the hurricane stocks we have been talking about are doing exactly what we expected them to do. The hurricane stocks that are supposed to be selling off are selling off. The hurricane stocks that we thought are going to be going up are going up. Everything is working according to plan. Everything is working according to plan. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. All right. Quantavious Lanier, Stock Z, Roderick Gray. It's Kaiser. Let me go ahead and get the show started with, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get the show started with. And as you can see here on the SPY, had a slight, 0.01% down in the SPY. Market is still looking for any reason to run. They're still looking for any reason to run. We got North Korea hanging over our shoulder. These things are just not being discounted. They're just not even being placed into the price. They could care less. Right now, the huge hype is tax. The tax decision. We'll see how that goes. 845, call me back. I saw you call 845. Call me back if you want to get in. What else can I say? We saw a pullback in a couple of stocks that I've been looking at. BW. Pullback, beautiful short I mentioned yesterday in UVE. UVE, beautiful bull trap. I mentioned that yesterday, and you had the continuation where the bulls just got slaughtered. 845, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, good evening. It's Ken.
Hey, what's up, Ken?
What's up? You had tweeted me earlier. I wasn't sure which stock you meant. The SOUPQ, or was it
DCTH?
Yeah, I chickened out. I didn't get in. It's total flip of a coin.
Yeah,
I thought that. But the SOUPQ, I don't know if you saw in the Lore 360 journal at 6:15 p.m. They finally put a news release out tonight, and a lot of people read that. I don't know if you saw that. I should tweet it to you. Just regards to the court hearing and about the position this hedge fund has, Wealth Colony, 41.3% of the float they own. So it'll be interesting tomorrow to see how it trades.
Okay.
I mean, it was up today. It was quite a range. It opens at 4.1, goes down to 2.6, back to 4, closed at 3.3.
Yeah, that was pretty scary, man. I mean, I saw the chart today, didn't watch the whole thing, but I mean, you had a strong open, but it just, again, I don't know what happened. I mean, you had a strong open, though. I mean, it was really good, and then toward the end of the day, you started selling off into the close. I was kind of scared. I didn't know how far it would continue to go lower, but you found some support there, and we'll see if you can build off that tomorrow and how investors take the news. Right. And the float's 20 million shares, so the thing can swing very fast, up and down, all around.
Anything regarding the DCTH? I know that African Emporium, he would be the one to talk to about that one.
Yeah, he's going to be the one to talk about that one. I don't know if we'll see if he comes on the show today, but DCTH, I don't know if it was approved or not. I mean, I saw a lot of people, if you go on Twitter and you look up the ticker, there are a lot of people who are, posting up pictures where they said that they voted against it. So,
I saw that. I did see that, yeah.
I here's the thing, though. I have a feeling, just like African Emporium did, that if they don't get it approved, that NASDAQ will be a little bit lenient with them and give them another 180 days to let management figure a way to take over probably dilute the shareholders and get back in control of this company.
I agree. I agree. Wasn't much trading after hours, was there, on it today?
Yeah, I didn't see too much after hours right now on it. Looks like we're still at 1368 after hours.
Okay. Hey, and I wanted to give you a kudos regarding Home Depot HD, and you said it'd be another up day. Huge, nice.
Yeah, beautiful. $1.37. Is it as big as the previous days? No, but I think you're going to continue to build on that. And as we start seeing this hurricane come closer and closer, tomorrow is going to be a big day. I think you're going to have a lot of people want to come into the stock and see, what could happen possibly on Monday. Because I think if you really want to take advantage of this hurricane, you got to have to be in these trades tomorrow because the big move is going to be Monday and Tuesday.
All right. It's really scary. I have a lot of family in South Florida, so I really hope this somehow veers off the coast.
Sure.
Doubt it, but I hope. One more thing to mention to you. You saw the 10-year bond today down to the lowest, I think 2.04, lowest for the year. The U.S. dollar is down to 91.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to those, I mean, we first of all, we're not seeing inflation really doing anything. So that's just what it is. We got a cheap dollar. Inflation really isn't, high at all. I mean, it's so I think, there's just no reason for you to buy them. So, they're losing value, and I think that's just kind of where it's going to be.
And the market just keeps going higher. Yeah. Certain sectors keep doing great. Yeah. So, hey, you got to stay with the trend.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm enjoying the show. Take care.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Shout out to Ken. Yeah, I mean, there's just no reason to be in those, those kind of investments right now. You know what I'm saying? You could just get better yields sticking to equities and other investment vehicles. I mean, there's just no reason to buy them. You got a cheap dollar going around. There's just no money there. There's no money there. All right. 919, Bad Scientist, what's up?
Mr. Sal, man, you've got game, man. You've got game.
Appreciate it.
If people don't listen to you during these shows, let me just tell everyone on the show, when Sal tells you to look up something or research something, please do it, because he knows what he's talking about. So you've been talking, I guess, for the last few weeks about cancer plays or plays for cancer therapy. You saw what Enlink did today.
Yeah.
That was a cancer play. Man, that stock ran like incredibly.
Yeah. Give me that ticker one more time. I didn't write it down.
NLNK.
Yeah, LNNK, right. Okay, yeah. Newlink.
Yeah.
Right, Newlink. I mean, look, it wasn't a penny stock, but again, when we talked about the fact if it's anything having to do with cancer or a disease that affects millions of people, that a company like Merck, Pfizer, Valiant, I mean, they would come after, those are going to run. They are going to run. Small cap company coming out with any progress towards, a cure or even a hint of a possibility of a cure for cancer, it's going to run. So nice play on L and
yeah, excellent. Yeah, I was late to the game on that. I left that one, but tomorrow, Kura, that's going to be a huge play. That will be the Enlink for tomorrow. For this one, these guys, they research, therapies for head and neck cancers, and the drug today, tipifarnib, as it's called, had positive phase 2 results. It's already up 25% after hours. I think this was a $6 stock that's now somewhere in the $8 range after hours, if I'm not mistaken. So this one very easily, could get to $10 tomorrow, very easily.
Yeah. This was going to be another one that's going to be kind of scary, so you got to be real careful with it. We're talking about Kura, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, so now I'm still seeing it at 685, but I know the news came out kind of late, so I have no doubt that probably there are people hitting a bid or at least putting in orders to hit just above it for the morning. Being that this news came out after hours. So
Yeah,
it's going to be an
yeah.
exciting time for Kura tomorrow. It really will be.
I believe so. So, everyone on this show follows. So after hours, I have it at $8.60. It closed at $6.85. It's currently at $8.60.
Oh wow, wow. Okay, yeah. I don't see that, but if it's at 860, that's what's up, man. I mean, I don't see it here, but I don't doubt it. I mean, again, this is another cancer drug. It's another opportunity for people to make quite a bit of money trying to bet on what company can get there first when we talk about a cure, or at least something that can help people suffer from those ailments.
Absolutely. And then your other suggestion which was to look at general building materials. I think I tweeted you about the Frta.
Yeah.
I saw that one move. So that one was the biggest gainer in its industry today, the industry being general building materials. This is a Texas-based company, and they work on infrastructure for water systems, pipelines, that type of thing. Being Texas-based and the storm having hit, Houston last week, and Donald Trump promising billions of dollars in recovery, this one was a very good low RSI play. So I got into this one at 363. It's already up, I think, 410 after hours.
Yeah, and I think
it did go.
And here's the thing, Bats, you're going to be able to hold this for a couple of days. I think you can hold this until possibly Wednesday, Thursday of next week. I mean, there's really no downside risk here in Frta.
Absolutely.
It was the number one of its group because it's also had the smallest market cap. It's got the largest upside. There's no doubt about it. I love this stock.
Absolutely. I can see this one going to the next resistance because it did have a huge gap down, I think a few months ago. Yeah. $6 is the next major resistance beyond today. Yeah. So, I mean, I got in at at 363. This one will very easily in the next week, maybe even go up to $6, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to see on that one. Obviously, I see some smart people got in there yesterday on 9.6 with that, nice little some bulls taking some positions there, but beautiful move today. We'll see. I mean, again, you're still very low on the RSI. You got a lot of opportunity to go higher on Frta. So I'm really excited to see what can happen here with this one. And I'm not sure what the float is on that one. I have to check it out. I don't think the float is too bad on that one. I'm not able to pull it up.
I think it's a low float. I can check quickly for that. Let me see. Frta. The float is only. Oh, okay. The float's pretty high. It's about 64 million.
Actually, that's not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad for a low RSI play. 64 million. I mean, if you were talking over 100 million, then we can talk about but 64 is not too bad for something with the catalyst. Put up 4 million shares today, so it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, RSI is right now at 39. Yeah. You can't get better than that, really. Yeah. So that's excellent play. Fitbit, did you see that? FIT today, they partnered with another company where they'll be looking at CGM or continuous glucose monitoring. So we've talked about Fit for a while, where even you've mentioned it struggled to cross the $6 mark. Yeah. And in fact, it was at, I think, $5.85, had a slump in that price range. But today, I mean, it bust through. I believe, did it breach the 200-day moving average? It may have. I'm not sure, but it did. Importantly, it did breach.
Yeah, it did.
The $6, and it's up in the 640s, I believe, right now. So that's very positive. And in fact, I'm in Fitbit for a long-term play. I got in when it was at 588, but that was like a month or two ago. So I'm going to hold this one for a little bit. Hopefully it can maintain its gains. It broke through, broke through the cloud, and breaking $6 was huge because if you look at the yearly chart, you'll see that the last time it did that, I believe, was January or maybe late last year. So that's a big deal for that one.
Yeah, yeah. I love how FIT looks on the weekly chart too. So I'd want to hit up Tyson Bass to see what he thinks about this one. But yeah, this is a beautiful one. I love the way that weekly looks on it. You might want to take a look at that. But yeah, that's a very, very bullish sign coming over the 200. Let's hope that it uses that 200 moving average, which is at 613, as support to continue to go higher. Obviously, we kind of spoke about the fact that Fitbit needed to diversify its line, right? I mean, basically all it was doing was monitoring steps. I mean, that's basically all it was doing. So now for them to get into diabetes monitoring and all that stuff, that's a pretty good idea for them to, try to figure out to do something new with the technology. I like that play. Let's see how far they can get it, and hopefully it's not some type of short-term excitement that people get bored of.
Sure. And the last one, FUTL, massive volume today. I mean, if you thought yesterday's volume was good, look at today's volume, FUTL.
Yeah.
So that's an OTC play.
Yeah, over 400 million shares traded. The float, now we talked about float on the last stock. The float on this must be absolutely ridiculous because, I mean, you move 400 million shares and you go up only 25%. I mean, I don't know. We'll see about it. But we know that getting out of those doubles can always be pretty difficult. But I mean, it's up there now, 0015. We'll see if it can break out higher.
Yeah, the high of day 002. It flirted with that, didn't quite reach it. I'm actually thinking it's gonna want to break that 002 resistance. That's what my chart is suggesting. So I'm in favor of this one, and in fact, it's one of my top picks for OTCs today. You can sense that it wants to break 002. It's just not there yet, but maybe tomorrow people will jump in and it will just break that 002.
There it is, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the call, Bats.
Sure, Sal. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bat Scientist, always with a great call. Great picks on his part. Great picks on his part. Take a look at what PULM did. Okay, I figured that would sell off. Nice play. Let's get back to the chat room. What's up, Stock God? Poker Pro from Arizona. What's going on? QTech, EFX. EFX, Equifax. Okay. Equifax. Up $1.33, 142 on the exchange right now, a share. All right. Yeah, I can't really tell what this stock wants to do here. Kind of in the middle of the range. Yeah, can't really tell what this wants to do. Here, looks like you've been, it's. I don't know really what the direction here is on that. I mean, I see you put up $1 a share here. Volume is okay. They have pretty decent liquid options. I figure if that's the play, they can't be too expensive because I don't see too much volatility in the stock here. You said news that it should fall hard. 3 Equifax managers sold stock before cyber hack revealed. Oh, okay. Looks like some news just dropped on Equifax. 3 Equifax executives sold $2 million worth of shares days after cyber attack. Okay. Now they're saying the execs had no knowledge. All right. Well, we'll see how that happens tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see how investors look at that again. Not the cheapest stock in the world, not the cheapest player in the world. So obviously, if you can take an equity stake in the play for it to really make sense for you, got to go in pretty sizable here. Not bad. Not bad. L buy. Let's take a look at what the Marine is talking about here. Leaf Buyer Technologies, OTC play. Yeah, this is one of those. I took a look at this a while ago. This is one of those companies that's actually like got real operations that trades on the over-the-counter market. You know, you don't have too many real businesses that on the exchange, but this is kind of one of them. You know, here's the thing about it is that, you know, the volume isn't the greatest, but it's doing very well, as you can see. I mean, it's been a nice little buy and hold. So, I mean, if this is something you like, look into the business, understand the technology. You know, it's compared a lot to Guac because they have very similar customer base, but Guac is definitely a lot more diluted. But they put up very similar have similar businesses, IT, cloud services type of businesses. Did I hear about Amazon insider trading? No, but I did see Amazon go crazy today. I think it was up like $11 or something like that. Part of the reasons, yeah, $11.67. Part of the reason why, you know, the Qs actually put up some gains today. That was pretty much the only reason. In fact, if you don't like the Qs, you can always just go to the Spider technology, which is, I think it's XLE. No, oh, sorry, that's the energy one. What's the technology Spider play? Hold on, I got it in my notes somewhere. XLK. We'll talk about that, the energy services in a minute. Let me get rid of my moving averages. But yeah, that's kind of the only one of the reasons why the ETFs for technology were up, was because many of them are so Amazon heavy. In fact, Amazon for many of these ETFs is well over 5 to 10% of the actual funds, maybe even more. So shout out to Amazon, but I didn't see that news in regards to some of those guys, their insider trading on Amazon. That would be devastating for the stock. Although at the same time, you know, because what they're doing, you know, again, is so amazing, just destroying retail as we know it, it may not have any effect. What's going on, Mr. JRH? BCRX, take a look at it. EPX down 18% after hours. Yeah. I mean, if everything what we're seeing so far, EPIX, you mean probably EPIX. No, hold on. What was that? EPX? What did EPX? Why is EPX down after hours? Or do you mean EFX? Because EFX, as I was going to say, if what we're reading there is true, then I could see that having a disastrous effect on that business. But on Amazon, I don't know if Amazon insider trading will have that much of an effect on the stock, being that they are actually kicking ass. You know, they're actually kicking ass and taking a lot of names. I mean, that company's literally putting people out of business. INFI, we were watching INFI, but, you know, volume was drying up yesterday. We we took a quick look at it yesterday, and we thought that maybe, you know, it was game over. But as you can see here, this is a very bullish signal, as Bats explained to us yesterday, where you have buyers literally coming through the mid body of the previous candlestick. So that's a very bullish signal right there on Infinity Pharmaceuticals, ticker INFI. Nice move there on that one. Very nice play. I'm not sure how much you got left to go. We saw, you know, there were a few other biotech plays that ran today, so had a lot of excuses to buy biotech stocks. And then now tomorrow with KURA showing a stock that's up extensively after hours, we may see that run pretty aggressively. But again, be very careful, because pre-market can be a very dangerous, you know, place to trade, but also a place to be able to maybe get, you know, something at a discount if you know what you're doing. All right. NH. Nant Health, yeah, this is a stock I don't know much about. I mean, they describe themselves medical software and technology services company. I'll be first to tell you I don't know what's going on here. If you can let me know, because I'm not seeing any recent news dropped about the company. But 3 excellent days here in the stock. Today's, you had incredible range on that. Look at that. You actually got to a high of 422. So that can be good or bad, but nice play on NH. Yeah, you had gold do really well today. Real quick, let me take a look at BTCS. Not liking it, man. Obviously, with the freeze on BITCF, we'll see. It's not a good look for Bitcoin OTC stocks with very, suspicious business operations. If I'm an investor who's got a substantial stake in any kind of trading vehicle like this, I'm probably taking money out, because now, I think you got a lot of attention coming your way, and it may not be favorable to you if you're a scam. ALO, ALO. You guys have put up some really good tickers to watch today. I was really bouncing around a lot of the tickers we talked about on the show yesterday, and I mean, you really had a lot of opportunity to put your money again. I saw some people complaining about penny stocks in the Discord room. I mean, I don't know. Some people saying, hey, I'm looking for larger price stocks. I'm like, look, let me tell you something. If you can't make money in stocks that trade for $2 or $3 or $4, how are you going to make money in stocks that trade for $125 a share and go up 10 cents a day? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And again, I'm not saying it to shit on anybody, but keep your negativity to yourself, man. I mean, figure out what you're doing wrong, because that kind of complaining and whining shit, I'm just not going to tolerate that kind of crap, man. And I'm not saying that to be an asshole, but it's just, when you just the whining is just ridiculous sometimes. Let's get back to the charts. AMFE, Amphil Technologies, up 3%. I'm curious as what's the reason to continue to play this here? They're putting out news like crazy, but what else? After this huge run, what are you seeing here to want to either take a position or? Because I'm seeing a lot of downside risk here. Jeff there said they started all those companies as financial answer to payment systems, BTCS. Yeah. But here's the thing, Jeff. I don't know if the businesses are legitimate. I've never seen anybody do business with BTCS. Have you been able to buy Bitcoin through them? Have they ever even said anybody's been able to use their software to buy actual Bitcoin? That's the thing. BVTK, Brave Tech Solutions, 0049. You've had a really good week in Brave Tech Solutions, down 2% today. Decent volume coming out of that too, man. I mean, this is an OTC stock putting up 100 million shares a day here. Not bad. Yeah, but I mean, it's been hard to find, that 00 that was consistent. So, I know we used to talk a lot more about the OTCs, but, sometimes you've got to scale up just a little bit when OTCs aren't really showing a lot of stability. But when guys start complaining about $3, $4 plays and say, well, I'm going to move up to $120 plays because they're more stable. Okay, all right. Appreciate it, Jim. Looking forward to it. Right now, there's a little African proverb that says, slowly but surely a bird builds its nest. So I'm enjoying being right here on YouTube, doing this every day. Whatever happens, from there in the future. It is what it is. I'll tell you what, though, I worked for it. Shit. BVTK retirement play. This is a retirement play, BVTK. You want a good retirement stock, man. Let me see. A good retirement stock. A good retirement stock would be, you know, I used to think, hold on, what's the Ford Motor? I used to think Ford Motor Company could be that shit because you know, when I was living in Detroit, they were talking about, especially locally in the Detroit metro area, that they could possibly be the first, you know, company to come out with a vehicle. What's the word for it? The driverless vehicle. That Ford was going to be the first company to do it. You know, I don't know how legitimate that is anymore. Now we've got Tesla and all that. I think Tesla might be the first one to put it out there. But if I would have talked to you 4 or 5 years ago, I would have told you probably Ford was going to be that shit. You know, but we'll see. AVEO. Let's take a look. AVEO. Aveo Pharmaceuticals up 16%. Very nice, you know, summer for AVEO. It's been an amazing summer for that stock. I'll give them a round of applause on that one, but ka-ching for AVEO and everybody who's been a part of that run. Obviously beautiful, you know, that's a beautiful chart for them. Now looking to break out higher on AVEO. Looking to break out higher. Nice, not bad. Not bad. All right. You said NVIDIA. Oh, yeah, NVIDIA. Yeah, now NVIDIA, yeah, that's one of those tickers you can keep in your account till you're 75 years old, man. NVIDIA, what else? Probably Amazon, you know. Those are stocks you can just, hey, man, just buy some every extra paycheck or every extra, you know, $1,000 you come across. Buy a share here or two, here or there for the rest of your life. I mean, you really can't go wrong. USEI, yeah, I'm not, you know, USEI did something, sold off today pretty aggressively. But, you know, a lot of people, I had brought in a lot of people at the 004s, 005s who were sitting in it. So now, you know, every time the stock moves up higher, they're looking to dump all their positions. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't really brag too much about that stock because I know it can really move, but you know, like any 000 stock, it's always going to struggle getting out of the triples. It's always going to struggle getting out of the triples. Yeah, they're coming out with a new strain of weed. You know, it's one of those things. It's going to take some time, but when it wins, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be an enjoyable ride for the people who are willing to stick around. But I don't want to pump it up anymore because a lot of people, they're looking for something the next day or the next 2 days. And if it doesn't happen, oh my God, you scammed me. Oh my God, you're a scammer. ONCI, nice move, up 27%. 27%, up 0018 on the day. 50 million shares put up today. OTC stock average was 72 million, so it was actually a down day for the stock. Not bad. I mean, that's a beautiful looking chart. I mean, you really can't deny. Although that doji yesterday, that long-legged doji, that was a scary looking. That's a scary looking candlestick there. But obviously, bullish confirmation with that candlestick of today's move, where everybody buys the lows. I mean, they completely tore off the lows on ONCI today, closing at the high of the day, 0084. Not bad. OVOD. He said buy 0004 or 0005 and repeat. Yeah, I mean, that's a smart way to make money on USEI. I mean, you can, if you get the 0004s, turn around and just put it in the system to sell at 0008, 0009. You know, AVOD. Don't know anything about this ticker, man. I think it trades actually on another exchange here. I'm not seeing this on, I don't know, Turkey. I don't know what the hell that is, man. Oh, AVID. Okay, AVID you're talking about. AVID, NASDAQ play. Computer peripherals. So what do they sell? Well, what do they mean by computer peripherals? Like mouses and shit? AVID, Avid, or Avid probably. All right. ONCI's nice chart, man. Shout out to SC Trucker for that ONCI move. If you're in that, dude, you're doing really well. That's a nice move. Unusual play today was Dries, man. Did you guys see Dries put up a great day today? Look at Dries, a stock that's so beat up. I mean, it literally comes up like this. But Dries fooling people here with 2 days of gains. Shout out to Dries, you know, catching some shorters, you know, squeezing people, man. Dries is over here squeezing people. You know, so shout out to Dries and the, you know, squeezing the shit out of people. Look at this, man. This is, you know, people not sure where the hell they're, you know, the stock's going to go. So squeezing the shit out of people. Look at that breakout higher. And somebody ran, man. Somebody ran, was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And that's clearly some covering going on in DRYS. Now, I'm not saying jump in this. I'm just showing you the daily chart here. You know, but scary looking stock for shorters over the, you know, last 2 days. Here's the 2-day move in Dries. Not bad. I mean, from 195 to 254, solid return on this. Really, you know, it's hard to see plays like this. I mean, it's really hard to kind of see what could happen here. We looked at the 212s. It broke up higher. Should have probably gone in myself, but it is what it is, man. I mean, this is kind of one of those plays that just won't stick around for too much longer because the guys who can see this coming, you know, they're in huge and they're going to take profits. But shout out to Dries. Shout out to Dries, man. You know, it's definitely, you know, you looking at the chart, you got a lot of excuses to want to jump in here, but because we have intimate knowledge of the stock and how it plays, even if it is 31 on the RSI, doesn't necessarily make you want to jump in, you know, because you know this is one of those things that just doesn't follow the rules. Just really doesn't follow the rules at all. All right. Desert Air said only if it goes crazy again. Yeah, I mean, obviously, look, if Dries starts acting like it used to, which it hasn't done that in a very, very long time. There's been so many splits. You can't even go and find what it used to do because there's been so many splits on the chart. You can't even find what it used to do. I mean, you can't even, where is it? You know, where it is there, all the way back. All right, November of last year. You know, this is actually $100, but as you can see, it's split so many times. It actually says $80,000. Obviously, we know it didn't go up to $80,000, but you know, that's Dries for you. All right. Let's look at some other tickers here. SHIP, SHIP. Yeah, doing real well. I'm actually kind of curious. Look, you know, for those of you guys who don't like the USO ETF, energy is running, though. Look, energy is running because a lot of supply that, you know, was floating around, keeping crude lower, in addition to Middle East instability, crude prices were getting killed. So if you look at XLE, which is the Spider ETF for energy. Nope, that's not that ticker. There it goes. The Spider ETF energy for energy. As you can see here, energy, all right, being crude, is doing very, very well. Natural gas. This ETF also has some natural gas exposure as well. That's why I love people who, shout out to all the people who went into CHK. I was preaching CHK yesterday. CHK, decent day today. I thought it was going to be more aggressive, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. We're going to have another great day in CHK tomorrow. We're going to have another good day in CHK tomorrow. XLE is on the move. XLE is on the move. And yes, many of those plays that, we know are beat to death, like Dries and Ship and DCIX. I haven't checked that. What's that? DCIX is another one. Real beat up. Here's DCIX, man. So beat up I can barely zoom in. That's the furthest I can zoom in. DCIX is at, 17 on the RSI? I mean, just destroyed. I mean, all these shipping companies are just horrible. Horrible. But these could be really good swings for you from Friday into Wednesday. Friday to Wednesday, I could see them being pretty good, swings. All right. Unusual volume trade today. DCIX putting up 1 million shares. Hasn't put up 1 million shares on a green day in a long time. You can go back on this chart. It's been a long time you've seen DCIX put up 1 million shares on a green day. So, nice move on DCIX. In fact, I probably like this DCIX chart over the Dries, just because we know Dries. I'll go to DCIX before Dries. DNR is another oil and gas play. I see somebody bringing up DNR. Nice move on DNR. We looked at DNR at that oversold area. But if you remember, I love the BW play a little bit better. But DNR is another one, really nice. And we mentioned that if you're going to go into DNR, you're out is this 127, which is now in play. I mean, 127 is a very good possibility here if you're in DNR. We talked about it here on the show last week. All right, at 105. Now you're at 115, up a couple percent. Actually, would be a solid return for you, because at 105 you probably loaded up pretty nicely in the stock. 127 would be my exit. 127 would be my exit. Got a long way to go for it to win like it used to, but that 115, that 127 would be my exit. As you can see, that's was a previous support, but we understand that previous support can many times be future resistance. So 127, even if it taps it, I would sell at the tap and then possibly look to go back in if it were to break it in an aggressive manner. Nice move for DNR. Says CHK is another swing trade for a retirement play. Oh yeah, man, CHK. It's like I'm in it heavy. I love it. There's just no reason not to love it where it is right now and with everything that's going on. EGO, yeah, gold was up real nicely today. So you had a lot of gold plays run. I saw EGO. I saw AUY, MUX. I looked at MUX. MUX did really good today, up almost 6% today. So yeah, you had a lot of nice little gold plays today run. Yeah, I mean practically everything that we kind of talked about coming into the week, where gold, oil and gas, short the insurance stocks. I put on Twitter Hertz, HTZ. HTZ Hertz did a really good day today. That's going to continue to do really good. I think Hertz is going to be another stock you can hold Friday into all next week. I think Hertz is going to be that play. Home Depot as well. We had that guy talk about UGS. USG. USG, the construction stock. Red candlestick, but it was a green day for the stock. That's going to go higher. So, I mean, take advantage of what's going on. I hate the fact that, I'm talking like this and I might be putting some people off, but, we live in a capitalist society, BBY, excuse me, Best Buy. Yeah, that's, we talked about Best Buy, and again, Best Buy is one of those things. If I could buy 10,000 shares of this, I would. I mean, Best Buy, beautiful. This is every reason to just drop everything you have in it and get out at 57. Now you're at 56.01. You're going to 57. It's it's just no doubt about it. If you read the earnings, PR disaster a couple days ago with the whole selling 12-pack of water for $44 thing. Again, that was just overreaction on that falling window trade, but you're getting a 57. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. Got an Africa Emporium on the air. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Man, I figured I'd just call in early, get my little piece out of the way, and not hold up the show like Miss Lord would say.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. So update us, Africa Emporium. What's going on with your favorite stock right now?
Man, we're looking good, man. I kind of predicted it as it was going to be. I said, 13 and 14, 13 and 15 cents. I was going in, Wednesday after hours, Thursday pre-market. Obviously, we hit 14.4, during the morning spike. So it's kind of right on course, doing exactly what it did the last two times in its chase to get that 20, 30 cent mark.
So here's the thing, though, Africa Emporium. Do you think that the investors turned down the split? I mean, I think today was the last day to put in your vote, right? Or is it tomorrow?
Yeah, well, the proxy vote online ended last night at midnight, 11:59 sharp. They shut down the voting.
Okay.
Now they gave a few more people a leeway up into 5 o'clock today, but it wasn't online. You had to call in manually, which it ended 5 o'clock today's deadline, which is per the company. They had to have it in, I guess to be, I don't know if it's sanctioned or it's in unison with the SEC, but they had to be done by 5.
Okay.
By that standard. Now, like most things, this company has been very, very silent about putting out news. And for those people who's watching it, know there has been a headache dealing with this incompetent behind management. And to the point where you got a lot of different publications out there that's been writing, to have an article saying that pretty much they know they got a gold mine in their treatment, the liver cancer. They're kind of one of a dying breed that's actually in that field. But they said the board of directors are incompetent. It's like when you give a child the keys to a Ferrari and tell them to take care of it. He's going to go fishtail this thing all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. So they're just burning through cash and putting the company at a very bad standstill because they haven't learned how to interact with investors really well. Mm-hmm. And that's been the problem. So they're screwing investors over, using investors' money. They've had a few dilutions in the past and people didn't follow this stock, whatever the case. But here we are today, 2017. And the investors, for once, own 62% of the company. So everything goes through the investors.
Yeah.
So, but we know it from what it is. Like I said, I've been following it for a while. Investors won this time around. We got that reverse split voted down. It ain't official, but I know this to be true, that there's no way in the world these people won, because they would have been came out and let you knew that they had that reverse split.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't the case, also, the CEO, Jennifer, wouldn't have came out with 2 different 8Ks trying to get people to change their vote from, yes to no. Oh, real quick, I want to throw this out there. Did you also know they're getting sued by some investors? They hired independent agent company, a call center, to call investors that actually voted and said no, to try to get them to change their vote to yes, to the point where they were harassing certain shareholders repeatedly, calling them back 2 or 3 different times, asking them, would you change your vote from no to yes? True story.
Wow. Wow.
Does that sound like a company that actually got the reverse split that they needed from the vote? Don't sound like it to you, bro.
That tells me exactly all I need to know, because I have no doubt that, this is going to get turned down, right? And NASDAQ is going to give them, leniency. They're going to get another 180 days. But here's the thing. You're going to have a couple days of just insane buying and DCTH.
Yeah.
And after that, you are going to get diluted. I have no doubt about it. Management is going to dilute the stock in order to get control back from the shareholders. That's the only way they can do it. But I have no doubt the split's probably going to get turned down,
haven't been able,
and they're going to get the approval.
Right, and that's the one reason why they haven't been able to dilute it down, because they maxed out. They maxed out on dilution. It's at 500 million, so that's why they can't dilute it down. That's why they mad. They didn't play their last chip at the poker table, and the house is in control, and the house actually is the investor. And this is what's sweet about this stock, because we've seen this stock, you know, at the 7 cents mark. We've seen it at the 9 cents and 10 cents mark, just sitting there, and offer you opportune times to get in for this opportunity which you're getting now. And like I said, the people that front-loaded this stock and sat on 100,000 shares here and 60,000 shares, in which I know a lot of guys that got that amount of shares, they're feasting already at 13 and 14 cents. Imagine when they hit that 20 or 30 cents again. This is a payday all over again for them. And by all means and intents and purposes, it's going back up there again, whether people want to accept it or not. You know, you can't rule this company out. We've seen it happen twice over the past 3 months, three months at most. So it's a classic opportunity where we're seeing, you know, the investors just say, hey, you know, this one here is on us. This ride is on us. So get in and hold yours. So tomorrow, look for some more upside. You know, I don't know if you guys deal with stock twits. We know it's a bunch of wild people on there, but I mean, it's on fire. It's the most talked about stock literally in the social stock realm right now, guaranteed.
There it is.
It's on fire. People are going to be up all night long posting on this stock. I mean, if you go in there now, it's running through so fluently that the people posting it, you can't even keep up with it. Because they're excited about this opportunity what's coming. So, like I said, that's just one of many stocks. But like I say, you guys, you got a couple of dollars to throw in, like we was talking about when it was at the 6 cents. I was telling this about when it hit 6 cents. I said it's at 7 cents. Throw $50 on it. Sit on it. Yeah. You know, if it goes to 14, look where you sit, how much money you got on 50. If it goes to 22, how much you sitting on? You know, so, you know, here we are. So, but, you know, I'm excited about it for tomorrow. I know it's going to run up tomorrow. You know, people waiting. They already front load. I'm just seeing the level 2. So, you know, here we go. So, but I'm excited, man. So, keep going with a couple more little thoughts real quick. I don't want to hold up the show, but, you know, EPIX, that's a good one today. That red juice. I don't know if you talked about that already. I just jumped on.
What was that ticker again? One more time?
EPIX. I had it in a couple of my watch list is several times.
Okay, got it. Yeah, EPIX. Okay.
Yeah, great runner today. You know, so that's one that, you know, if you guys want to, you know, look at for tomorrow. You know, it's not oversold, still kind of hovering at a good price. You know, might have some continuation for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure you get a chance to check out the chart, you know, offer your analysis to it. What do you see about that, EPIX?
I don't see it as good as I see DCTH. I think if you had to choose one or the other, I'd put all my money in DCTH. I'd probably give EPIX. I'll let that sit on it tomorrow, but I think the play you got to be paying attention to, and you know, comparing both of them. D is going to be DCTH tomorrow. Right.
I agree. And these are just tickets once again that, you know, I had in my you know, in my queue today, you know, that were very popular. And that one, CRTN was another one. I was alerted Enlink. Did you see Enlink today, bro?
Yeah. Enlink put up some stupid numbers, but again, that's a cancer play. So I mean, that's always going to run, bro. Always.
Yep, simply ones like that. Even bears, you sometimes feel bad about shooting. Yeah. I ain't got instant. I don't even want to shoot. It's a cancer. I was like, man. But, you know, that was a good play. It may have some continuation for tomorrow. You know, that stock was alerted at $8.68, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And, this came out early. I'm mad because I didn't get a chance to put it in our Discord because I was so busy. But, you know, it just went stupid in the day. I mean, it just ran up to like $14-some-odd.
Yeah.
So, like,
insane.
You know, that one. That BPTA, keep that on your radar, guys. TGC as well. These are some other ones to keep in mind, guys. And I'll post the rest of them back in the back chat. But right now, like you said, Sal, DCTH is the star today. You know, it's just going to give people the opportunity to need from it. A couple of guys made money in the Discord. One guy made $600 off of it, and a few other guys made money. So, hey, what can I say? This is our moment. You know, we here.
There it is, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Africa Emporium.
Appreciate it, Sam. Keep it up, guys. Awesome.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to Africa Emporium. And he's absolutely right. DCTH, definitely a trending stock. It's I think it was like number 1 on Stock Twits. In fact, they're talking about it so much they shut the website. Decaf.com is actually down because people have been going to the website so much. It's actually down right now because I see somebody posted here on Twitter. This Equifax thing is becoming a really big deal because now it's trending. It's trending here on Twitter. Equifax. This is going to be huge tomorrow. This is going to be huge tomorrow on Equifax. This is going to be huge. All right, and I'm looking at who's talking about it. CNBC. You know, I'm seeing a couple. You know, those blue checks. People who've got some large following just going in on Equifax. So they're going to take this company down tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Nice play on that, Q-Tech. EFX was the ticker, right? Yep, EFX. Yeah, this is going to get beat up tomorrow. The primary trend was, yeah, I would say, you know, positive for the most part for 2017. All right, positive for 2017. As you can see, won't call it a Trump stock because it kind of failed in November, but kind of found its way there. What day was that? December 1st. About December 1st, it just started doing some things. Since then, up for 112. I don't know how low this can go tomorrow. I mean, you really can't tell. You got some lows down here, 137. What is that? 134. You know, so again, if it's your kind of thing, I mean, if you got your kind of thing and you got the money for it. Yeah, cybersecurity stocks, probably might see a run in cybersecurity because of it. But again, I'd rather go for the more sure thing, and the more sure thing is oil and gold and some of these oversold plays that we've been taking a look at. Cdxc, Bovash in the house. What's up, bro? Yeah, we put the breakout at 169, and as you can see here with yesterday's move, there was a little bit of resistance there. Trying to find its way back up today. The high was 164. You know, again, we talk about how, you know, just mentioned it, you know, sometimes a previous support level, once it falls under it, can become resistance, and that's pretty much what's happening right now at IDXG, where at 169 is becoming a wall for it. So it just needs one day to really push up above that and stay above that. But as you can see here, you know, the stock's pretty hot right now, and does it have enough strength, you know, and putting up only 2.3 million shares, which is down from the average is 3.5, isn't going to help things. And I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. It can. Let's have maybe some news drop, or let's have another, you know, great volume day, and get back up there strong. Get that above that level strong, and get the breakout. You really need to move higher. Bad Scientist says you'll be waiting for the dead cat bounce. Yeah. I think Equifax is actually going to look a lot like Best Buy. You know, I don't know if you're going to get a bounce, man. You know, when I look at EFX, you know, at the end of the day, we're still talking about a real company that, you know, with, you know, real earnings and a real business. So, you know, I'm looking at Best Buy, and I'm probably seeing something that's going to look like this. And this is the Best Buy chart. All right, here's the Best Buy chart. So you may have 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then you work your way up higher. I don't know if you get a you know, a dip buy opportunity on the same day. All right, so again, let's look at EFX again. Here's the EFX chart. All right, here's the EFX chart, and then Best Buy. All right, obviously Best Buy's got some gaps in there, but you know, again, we're talking about real businesses, different businesses. Obviously, yes, different businesses, but I don't know if you get a dip buy like that with that kind of news. I mean, they just basically came out and said that they defrauded their investors. you know, they knew something was bad and they were willing to sell their shares so they wouldn't take a loss. I mean, that's fraud. That's a crime. All right, RTNB. So if I'm me tomorrow, I'm thinking let Equifax do its thing, and let it do its thing for Friday. It's going to be a horrible weekend, you know, for Florida and other couple things, and then for Equifax too, because more news is going to come out. You're going to see the legal agencies start talking about what they want to do, and you're going to have an ugly Monday, and then possibly Tuesday you may see some recovery. And that's probably where you want to get in. Again, but that's just my take. RTNB. RTNB, you know, was one of the best stocks on the market last week, toward the end of last week, Thursday, Friday or so. You know, last week, or maybe like a week and a half ago. Now, RTNB was a really nice stock to buy, but as you can see here, at the end of the day, it was still a stock with a very bearish chart, and you know, oversold. Some people played that, and you know, you're gonna get to a certain point, and then it's gonna get back to what it always does, which is starts losing again. It's gonna start losing again, and we dropped that 385 over there. That's why sometimes when these stocks that get oversold, you know, you don't want to hold them too long, because at the end of the day, they're still shitty companies. They're still shitty companies, and you can't forget that. You know, you hold, don't get greedy, try to find 15 to 30 cents and get the fuck out of there. And that's basically all you really could have gotten. You actually got more than that. Yeah, you actually got a lot more than that here from these lows at 51-cent lows all the way to 385. Made quite a killing on that one, but it is pretty low float. Small market cap. I mean, that's a what we call a nano-cap stock. It's got a market cap below 10 million. Says cybersecurity, RTNB is a Trump stock. Yeah, Africa Emporium. You mentioned that this could be one of those plays that could be a buyout stock for maybe a larger competitor. Could happen. Could happen. Don't know what the underlying, you know, fundamentals are in terms of, you know, what they got going for their for the company. EFX at 123 after hours. Shit. So it's already down $20. Well, I mean, look, nobody likes having to deal with the credit bureaus in any kind of way. So I expect that to go a lot lower. I mean, this is going to be an opportunity that a lot of people are going to voice their concerns about companies like Equifax. So I can, you know, this is going to be a horrible weekend for them. Horrible weekend for them. CRTN. I mean, those are companies that ruin lives. You know what I mean? These are companies that ruin lives. So I you know, it is what it is. CRTN, nice move today, up 23%. Stock gained 13 cents a share today to 68 cents. Unusual volume for the stock, as you can see here. That incredible volume today. 1.6 million shares traded. The average is only 30,000 shares. So a whole lot of money in CRTN today. The stock, as you can see, leaving a lot of people up there. I mean, this had to be a morning run. Let's take a look at the 5-minute and see what happened here. Oh, yep, sure enough, it was a morning run. Was there any news because of this, or was this a pump? Was this a low flow pump? We've seen this happen now pretty much like once a month or once every other month. We get one of these NASDAQ pumps, and very much looks like that, where you see a lot of volume come in the first couple minutes, and then everybody pretty much gets shitted on, because the guys who get in the day before, or the day, you know, days prior, go long and then turn around and go short coming all the way back down. So nice move on CRTN for the people who know how to play it. BONT, somebody said BONT for the flag pattern. Here's the daily chart, as you can see here. Not a very liquid play. Here's the flag pattern that he's talking about over the course of a month and a half. You know, we'll see what can happen here. It's not been one of my, you know, not something that I would trade. You know, again, I'm not seeing the volatility that you want to see to really make you interested in it. But as you can see here, it could be doing something, man. You know, again, let me know what else is going on here. But looking at the way it's setting up, I get what you're saying in terms of the flag pattern, but I think this is kind of large. You know, when we talk about a flag pattern, you're talking about possibly something setting up over the course of maybe a week, week and a half. This has been like this now since July. So it's almost funneling between price ranges, which is 55 and 70. You know, so not really looking like something that's going to break higher. NGCG, New Generation Consumer Group. All right, OTC stock. Again, see a lot of volume coming in today. Don't know anything else about it. Don't know anything else about it. Up 44% today. A lot of volume coming into the stock. Bat saying Ichimuchu Cloud breakout on BONT. Okay. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Trying to see what else was hot today on the exchange that we can possibly look at to see. You know, we had Bad Scientists measure, you know, KURA. That's up after hours. We talked about dries with that oil catalyst. Couple other plays that we used to talk about. Apps, APPS, with a nice day today. That's a software play, technology play. ARCI is another one that I want to bring to your attention. I posted that on Twitter. ARCI, you talking about flag patterns, not, I think this could be probably a little, maybe a day or two more, but I like ARCI, Appliance Recycling Centers of America. I like that because of what's going on right here. This is going to be a stock that I think can break out higher. Right place on the RSI. You're not at 80 or 85 already. Obviously, you're up there, but with everything going on, I really like it now that it's broken up above that 134 level. Now at 141. Nice day today, 10% move. The top of the wick there does bother me, but watch this tomorrow and into next week. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday may look really good at this. I'm thinking 160s, 165s. If you can go in large enough to want to care about 20 to 25 cents on your money, maybe even break out, who knows. But incredibly, what was the volume on that? I think the volume was above average on the volume. Average is only 751,000. ARCI with today's move. Let me see here. What was the volume on that today? Shout out to Equity Feed. I don't know why it's not giving me the volume on the stock today. Okay, yeah, 1.2 million. Oh, no, excuse me, 800,000. 800,000 shares. So unusually high volume for ARCI today, putting up almost 1.2 million in buying. All right, let's look at tops. Yeah, Joe, we talked about, the shipping companies. I think you really can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong with those over the next at least, 2 or 3 days. That's why I'm talking, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. I think, obviously the recovery will happen. All that will take place. But you're going to have a really good day tomorrow in oil, as well as I think Monday, when everybody really kind of realizes, oh shit, what just happened here. This storm is still going to go through South Carolina, Georgia. It's coming to North Carolina, but it'll be watered by then. So, enjoy it while it lasts. That's why, again, I think Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's pretty much what you might just get out of it. All right. EVRN, SC Trucker, EVRN, up 100% today. 0004, Everrock, don't know much about it. Just make sure the filings are clean. PLX, Protalix Biotherapeutics. Unusual volume, 1.8 million, 1.1 million. Average is 400,000, so almost 120% difference there. Nice move in that. BLKG, the scam oil play. BLKG is a huge fucking scam. I mean, that, it's one of those companies that play it. I mean, I'm not saying don't play it. I mean, look, OTC is OTC. IMTL, Image Protect Incorporated. Image Protect Incorporated. Don't know anything about them, but man, they put up some huge volume today. Almost 13 million shares. Almost 13 million shares. Shout out to Bad Scientists looking at that ARCI. Yeah, I like ARCI as well. But I know you can't have your money everywhere, so I'm heavy in CHK. But if it wasn't for CHK, it'd either be ARCI or I'd be shorting again more of these insurance companies, because it's going to be really ugly for insurance on Monday and Tuesday when the scope of this damage is realized. Okay, when the scope of this damage is realized, and again, I mean, I would never wish this on anybody, but I'm saying if one of those towers comes down in Florida, these $1 million towers, again, I don't feel sorry for anybody who lives in those penthouses. Okay, half of those people in these $1 million homes in Florida, most of these people won out of those mortgages. Okay, that's why you buy PMI. It's going to take care of all that shit. Don't feel sorry for these people. I feel sorry for the poor, though. Yes, that I do. But I think when the scope of this damage is realized, it's going to be horrible for insurance. MARA, nice move on this. MARA, what is it? Waste management company, disposable and waste management. I put out the list. Let me put that out again for those of you guys. I really love this website. Is InvestSnips. This is all the publicly traded companies in Florida, broken down by business and their sectors. A lot of people I think you're kind of sleeping on Office Depot here too as well. Office Depot, very beat up stock. I get it, but I like Office Depot. I know retail's getting killed, but I like the idea that in fact, these businesses are going to need paper and pens and all that stuff. The people who are going down there to help are going to need paper, pens, and all of that. Will other investors see the same thing? Okay, will other investors agree with what I'm saying here? Who knows? But I like where Office Depot is. I think you don't have too much downside here on the trade. Stock was down 2 cents today. Volume could have been better. We'll see what happens. ONCI, yeah, we took a look at ONCI. He said insurance companies have been scamming people for years. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a couple people that I know who you know, their parents had life insurance, and when, you know, unfortunate circumstances happened, they got paid pretty big money because, you know, their parents, you know, did what they were supposed to do, pay every month, and everything was taken care of, and they were able to, you know, change their life because of it. So, you know, I kind of go back and forth when it comes to insurance companies. I think they do good thing, but, you know, nobody loves paying a monthly bill, you know, when it comes to that kind of stuff. SAVE could be a nice short, yeah. Oh, not Famous Dave. So SAVE, Spirit Airlines could have been a nice short. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Spirit Airlines. I've flown Spirit. This the discount airline carrier. I absolutely hate Spirit. I think Spirit is just one of the worst airlines you can fly. I mean, they charge for every fucking thing. So I can't stand Spirit Airlines, but, you know, I can't feel sorry for them. Stock was actually up today, 23 cents a share. Bottled water stocks. I don't know of any publicly traded bottled water companies. Florida-based airline. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Florida. All right, yeah. If they're Florida-based, then yeah, I would definitely take the L, but I would give them the L anyway because rising crude prices. So I'd give them the L based on that, you know. Anyway, I'm sure Delta is down too. So many of the other transportation companies should be taking a hit as well too. What was the name of that trucking stop place? Travel Centers America. What was that ticker for that? Travel Centers America. TA, right? Okay, yeah, there it is. TA Travel Centers America. Okay. Man, not putting up the volume that you need to see though. Never mind. Not really putting up the volume you really need to see something go higher. Not putting up the volume. Gold right now is approaching $7 after hours, guys. $7 higher right now after hours in gold. Has something happened? Has something happened? Why are we up so big right now in gold? I don't see anything going on in North Korea or anything like that. Why are we up almost $7? Okay. So continue to watch the gold stocks. Continue to watch the gold stocks. We still have crude hanging just below $50 at $49.20, up 11 cents right now. Natural gas too, knocking on $3 on natural gas. I mean, get up higher. Let's go. Get that. Stay above 3. Stay above 3. Natural gas hasn't been to $3 since May, so that's going to be a big deal. And that's why I'm loving CHK right now. Did I see what happened in New Jersey? No, what happened in New Jersey? TXMD. Let's take a look at it. Specialty and advanced pharmaceutical healthcare. Nice. Looks like a buy and hold trade. TXMD. Decent volume, too. Unusual volume today. 3.3 million. Yeah, let me know what's going on there. I don't know much about it. Nice play, up 7% though. Somebody said the globalists about to crash the economy. That's hilarious. No, I think right now we've got too many things going on. You know, if we were talking about, 2 weeks ago before all this happened, we were talking about the debt ceiling and if Trump was going to shut down the government and all that kind of crap. But there's just too much going on right now. FEMA needs money. There's just no time to play that kind of game right now. And the Republicans or Democrats aren't going to waste their political capital being assholes right now when people need help. So right now everybody's putting on a smile, and we're going to do what the government does best, is print as much money as possible, and everybody's going to get paid, and everything's going to get repaired and fixed, and then we'll get back to the bullshit. It's that flood insurance scam. Lots of people arrested. Sandy, yes, off the Sandy storm. Okay. EGO. Yeah, we looked at EGO. I like that trade there. I like the trade. I mean, right now, gold, you know, again, if this continues to last after hours, obviously, right now, as we're talking, we're going to, typically when we end the show, we go into the Asia session. So if this price removes and continues to hold through the Asia session, when the Japanese start trading and all that stuff holds, and we go into tomorrow morning with $7, $8, $9, then yeah, man, gold is going to do crazy. GLD, all these other junior miners that we talk about here often going to do very well. People had to sue to get their insurance money. That's sad, man. Yeah. All right, so let's talk real quick. I think these are stocks again, if you've been watching the show all week, you should already be in most of these plays we've been talking about, or you should already be in most of these either gold or oil plays, and just kind of sitting back and enjoying the multiple days of green. The biotechs were a little bit unpredictable. You know, I think when we started the show on Monday, trying to figure out what was going to run Tuesday and into the rest of the week, you really couldn't see at the time biotech coming. I know I couldn't. But we saw gold, silver. We saw Hertz. We saw shorting energy. Shorting insurance. Here's Hertz. I mean, again, Hertz is one of those stocks. Maybe it's even as close as last week when you were talking $16, $17, not bad in Hertz. Hertz is going to continue to go higher too. All right. But someone brought up EGO. EGO's one. I would be an EGO into next week if I'm you or somebody who doesn't have any trades going right now. CHK. I would do CHK right now if I'm someone who doesn't have any trades. Again, I'm talking stocks with very little downside risk, right? Very little downside risk. All right. Let me look at BAA. I would look at, never mind. Well, I don't know. With that spinning top candlestick, wow, I'm surprised that BAA has not brought in the volume, man. I'm actually quite surprised. Only 100,000 shares on BAA. MUX, let's take a look at MUX. Probably a little bit hotter than I would want it to be. Let me see here. Any other? Got to be a gold play that looks a little bit better. DNR. Let me go back to that DNR trade. DNR. I like DNR. All right. Every stock we talked about so far has been under $4. Like DNR, this is $1.15. You're looking for $1.27. I think you can get it. Again, I think you can get this as soon as either possibly even tomorrow or maybe definitely Monday, Tuesday. NGD. Let's see. NGD. Oh, might be too late on that one. NGD, solid move. This has got a lot of volatility. As you can see, they've taken advantage of the move the last 3 days. All right, you're already up $1.20 in NGD from 3. Jeez, look at that. Been a monster over the last week. Yeah, gold's going to just keep going. NEO, what is NEO? Neogenomics. Yeah, nice play there. What else? BTG. Maybe decent volume. Looking for a breakout in BTG. Okay, yeah, you probably could get the breakout here. BTG. Show me where it's at. Let me see here. Let me get that horizontal line. Where is the breakout here? What is that? 296. 296. You're at 286 now. B2 Gold could get it. 3.9 million shares traded daily. Unusual volume. Usual is 2.6 average. Today 3.9. You may get it. You may very well get that. What's going on, Crypto Mike? Michael B with CPRX. What do you got there? Bios. All right, you guys loving bio. That's actually pretty nice bio play. I like that one, Michael. I actually like that one. Last 2 days have been really nice for that stock. Bulls very much in control there. Bulls very much in control there on CPRX. Especially, again, if we see KURA. If that holds in the morning, then, yeah, we may very well see another great day for bios. We could very well see another great day for bios. But again, as you can see here, gold up $7 after hours. You're going to see a really great day for commodities. I'm seeing all the NASDAQ, SPY futures are down. So it looks like we're going to have a red day for the Qs, XL technology stock. I think that's XLK, right? XLK, yep, technology sector. Possibly going to have a red day for the technology stocks. GoRo, yeah, GoRo's a gold play. Gold resource, not bad. Yeah, all right. 500,000 shares. You know, when gold, I'd love to see a little bit over 1 million, but I mean, you know, 397. I don't know about GoRo. I probably like EGO better. I mean, if you had to choose one out of all of them we've talked about, EGO is probably going to be my play. If you want to play that run on gold right now, going into next week, I'd probably go with EGO as the best in terms of very little downside risk. CNXS, yeah, CNXS was Mike Tyson Bitcoin. I haven't checked on that ticker in a long time. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this stock. I don't know what's going on with this stock. XDSL, Enph Technologies. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those, bro. Is 50,000 enough to trade with? Hell yeah, bro. I mean, what can penny stocks? I mean, come on. It's more than enough. Most of these guys in the chat room right now, if you gave them 50K, they'd probably double that. The average, I think, with a lot of guys, this is the fact that they don't have capital. When we talk about penny stocks, the guys who are really good, they just don't have, you know, who are good and can make money, they just don't have the capital to be able to take advantage of the opportunities. So they start out with very little, which was very much in my case, and you've got to have to struggle your way up because, you know, when you take losses, they're so damaging that they can set you back, you know, a month, month and a half, 2 months, 3 months until you work your way to getting that account back to what it used to be. You know, guys, I mean, you know, that's why all these, you know, guys who are, you know, with Tim Sykes and all those guys, like this little Asian guy, he's putting around and whatever, you know, you can clearly tell this guy comes from a pretty wealthy family. So, you know, when you start out with quite a bit of money, and if I remember correctly, he said he started out with 30,000 or something like that. So yeah, when you've got that kind of money to start and you're playing $2, $3 stocks, you know, a 4 to 7 to 9 to 15% moves can, you know, it does wonders for you. It does wonders for you. All right. Absolutely. You know, but you know, I tell guys all the time who only have $2,000 or $3,000, you just got to pay. You just got to pay attention to your risk management. You've got to you know, be willing to not go all in on every trade and understand you're always going to have to be able to trade tomorrow, and you know, swing at the ones that you know you can really hit and hit hard, you know, and that you don't have to necessarily just trade to trade. Swing at the ones that are going to really bring you some solid return, you know. Yeah, boss duty. Yeah, I mean, if that's the kind of money you got, bro. If that's what you're working with. Said Tim Sykes made $8,900 on GoPro. Well, yeah, I mean, look, you know, that's the thing. I mean, you know, that's why it's so easy to show gains. You know, it's so easy to say I made 10,000 on the trade, 20,000 on the trade, but these guys are putting up, you know, $65,000 for that kind of money, $60,000 for that kind of money. There's this one Arab guy on YouTube. I think he came on like a year and a half ago. Some of you guys may know who I'm talking about. This is Arab guy. And this guy goes on. And he's like, yes, welcome to my live trade. I'm going in now. And I'm going to take a short position. Okay, I'm short. And there you go, $7,000, $7,000, so easily. But if you pay attention to what he just did, he took a $165,000 trade. That was a $165,000 trade. I just saw you buy, you know, 10,000 shares of a $165 stock. Who fucking does that shit? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you netted 8,900, or you added, you know, 9,000 or 7,000 on the trade. But the person watching you on YouTube doing this can't do that trade. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? What is that guy's name? And all his videos talk about like Colmex, the broker Colmex or something shit like that. If you go to Colmex and sign up for the broker, they will pay for my training. Sign up today. And I'm just like, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. All right. Look, guys, I would love to show you guys trades of me making 10 grand every time I go into a trade. Now, there's no doubt in my mind I'll get there one day. But for right now, you know, I'll put up videos once in a while here of me making $400, $700, $800. You know, because I'm realistic about where I am right now. And I like to keep it real with y'all. You know, I'm trying to do this the right way. I'm trying to be a legit trader. I don't want to go back to, hey, guys, hey, get into this stock right now. 754, you're on the air. What's up?
How you doing, Sal?
Hey, what's up?
My name's nothing much. My name's Alpha, and I'm watching the show. Now, like, I learned a lot from you. I'm new to penny stocks. I've been watching a lot of your videos and everything.
Appreciate it, man.
And I'm trying to find out, how do I get into the chat room?
The chat room right now that you're on watching, are you watching me through like a mobile phone or a computer?
iPad. I'm watching on YouTube.
Okay. You should see the chat room right next to you, man. I mean, you should see a chat room like either to like your right hand side, preferably next to the screen. Do you not see a chat room there?
No, like I see everybody like commenting on it, but I don't see where I can comment on.
Okay. All right. So, hold on. But you got a YouTube account though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should see the chat room, man. I mean, okay. How about this? Below my screen, do you see a chat room at all? Because I know sometimes it can be funny on different displays.
No, I seen something saying about Discord.
Well, Discord is something different. But if you're wanting to get into the chat room where the guys you're seeing on my screen, that's on YouTube. Are you logged into YouTube?
Yes.
You're logged in, but you don't see the chat room.
No.
Oh.
Well, if anything, I'll keep searching around. I'll let you finish the show, but I want to let you know I learn a lot from you. Your videos are really helpful.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for watching.
No problem.
All right. Shout out to 754. Yeah, people in the chat room are saying you got to sign in, man. So log into YouTube if you're not already, because if you're not logged in, maybe you won't be able to comment, and all you'll see is the video. But make sure you are logged in. And again, the chat box should be right on the right-hand side, man, and be able to join. I know people with mobile phones, the chat room is below the video. All right, so let's go through the tickers that are going to be hot for tomorrow and get up out of here. I know you guys got some other shows to watch. AAU, that's a gold play. That's a gold play, AAU. But again, this one, kind of hot. I think for the catalyst we have, it could very well go higher, but for the catalyst we have, again, to eliminate any downside risk, I want to be like below like 60 on the RSI. You know what I mean? I want to be below 60 on the RSI, so I know I got a pretty high probability of being in the green tomorrow. If we go into AAU, as you can see where the RSI is here on this daily chart, it's had a really good run. I'm looking to get into something that's beat up, that's turning around on the catalyst, right? So as you can see here, looking at EGO, this has clearly been turning around because of what's been happening over the last week and a half. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. All right, that puts us really right back to when Harvey and all that shit was going on. And plus, during the time last when the North Koreans started, talking all that crap. So I'd look, to put us in something with, again, very limited downside risk here. We're at 53 on the RSI, playing through the catalyst, and is doing very well doing it. All right, so I just want to give you my reasoning on why I'd like EGO, and we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I won't be on tomorrow unless, again, I always say I'm only going to come live, Friday if North Korea drops a bomb or some crap like that, then I'll come live. Other than that, I'm just going to enjoy the Friday. AKG. AKG. Let's look at AKG. Interesting for the stock to have a red day today. I think you just had some profit taking, but this is another one where you kind of hitting, a support level, and we've already pulled up a couple tickers like this where we're showing RTNB. What else? There was another play I can't remember now where we pulled up a chart. NAK looks kind of like this, where you're just having a hard time, pushing back going back over a previous support level. And again, this is going to be my third time saying this on the show. Previous supports, when they break apart or fall apart, they become, new resistance levels. And that's exactly what you're seeing in AKG. That's exactly what you're seeing. Can you break over it tomorrow? Very much. But again, many, many books you can read that will tell you that when you're playing a stock that's been, sold off aggressively, and you're playing to get back in for it to go higher, from, a stock that's sold off, you sell at what used to be a previous support level. So that's basically what you're seeing in that. And you can see that preached in the stock and in trading in that book. Welcome to My Trading Room? I forgot what the guy who wrote that book. I think that's not the book. It's that writer, but or Come Into My Trading Room. Come Into My Trading Room. What was his name? Alexander Elder, but he wrote another book. Trading for sell and sell short, entries and exits. It's one of those books. But I mean, that's just one of those common things you see in a lot of trading books, but I know he harps on that a lot, Alexander Elder. He harps on that a lot. Say K Harvey. Yeah, what's up, K Harvey? Oh, K Harvey is Mr. JRH? Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Craig G. I see what you're saying. I was confused. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Shout out to K. Harvey. He needs to update us on what's going on with the Dominican Republic, his wife. He needs to update us on what's going on with his wife. I'm going to hit up K. Harvey tomorrow, see what's going on with him and his wife down in the Dominican Republic. HOS, let's take a look at HOS real quick. Doing well. HOS doing well. Again, HOS is another one of those plays that's, you know, working on oil and gas. Doing real well on HOS. There are quite a few real beat up oil and gas plays you can really take a look at. If I pulled up that sector real quick, quite a few beat up oil and gas plays. I mean, shit, the whole sector's beat up, honestly. I mean, you know, we can go all up in that, but by the way, there's another ticker, Auto Nation, based out in Florida. This is going to go lower. This is going to go lower for all my shorters in there. Auto Nation, largest motor vehicle sales dealership in Florida. I think like 90% of their business, but they've got significant operations outside of Florida, but they got a lot of cars down there. A lot of little rental businesses, Ferrari rental spots and shit like that. And not too many people are going to be renting Ferraris and Lambos and buying cars a day or 2 or 3 days after that storm. Let me see here. Independent oil and gas energy plays. WLL. I'm just going to run through them. WLL was really interesting, man. I'm looking at that chart today. Unusual volume for the stock, but you had them drop that news that they were going to do a reverse stock split. That was dropped this morning. Looks like it came pre-market. We didn't talk about this earlier today. Obviously, I wouldn't touch the stock because of that, because you're going to probably have people who are going to unload tomorrow. Really unfortunate for them because they really didn't need to do that. They really didn't need to do that. As you can see, the trend was very much going in their direction. So, but at the end of the day, this is kind of one of those companies that used to trade for incredibly insane valuations. So they want to be one of those companies again. So, it is what it is. Marathon Oil. This is one that it's not, the cheapest in the world, but it's a big company. Marathon Oil has over, I think, like 2,700 locations around North America as well as Canada. So if you've driven a car in America, you've probably gotten gas before at a Marathon. You already know what they're about. What else? Rig. Halliburton. You remember Halliburton used to be persona non grata during the Bush administration. You guys remember all that shit they used to talk about Halliburton back in the day? Again, not a penny stock, but doing very, very well. I remember back like 06, 07. Oh my God. Halliburton. Dick Cheney. Halliburton. Dick Cheney. Okay. What else? NBL. Oil and gas, not a penny stock. Let's go back into pennies. Where do we? You got any? Not too many great penny plays, but I'm seeing DNR. We already looked at DNR. With decent volume. Come on. UPL. UPL's looking nice. I like UPL for the breakout. UPL looking nice, setting up for the breakout. All right, looks like UPL didn't have necessarily a great August, but breaking higher now. UPL, 2.7 million shares traded. It's not the cheapest. It's an $8 stock, but I know some of you guys in here got money. You might want to look at that. UPL doing really well. Last couple of days doing real nice from the low sevens. You're up almost $1 a share here from last week. Not bad, UPL. What else is out here? Forgot about this ticker. What's this? WTI. Don't like the way this is setting up, so I don't know what's going on here. You're fighting a lot of selling here. Somebody's bringing up SRMX. SRMX Saddle Ranch Media OTC play 0048. All right, decent volume to this day. 16 million shares here. Green day today. Looks like the stock was selling off over the last 2.5 weeks. It was very ugly. Has the selling subsided? I don't know. We'll tell. Let's get some bullish confirmation tomorrow. All right. AutoNation saying it's big in Washington too. Let's take a look at ORIG. ORIG. Yeah, volume's just not there though. ORIG volume just not there. All right, so, all right, guys. So, I mean, we've taken a look at quite a few tickers. Again, you guys already know me. I'm not, I don't try to make this difficult for myself. Again, just the #1 rule of trading, according to the genius himself, the master, Warren Buffett, risk management. Don't lose money. And I'm just looking for plays that aren't going to lose me money. So, CHK, EGO. We saw one of my favorite plays that I got out earlier, BW, sell off today. I think that's just some profit taking from guys who were in earlier on the run, but we'll see what happens with BW, if that continues to go higher or not. If you got the cash, of course, Best Buy, a lot of other plays. Equifax losing their ass right now, so we'll see that end lower. KURA is going to have a fantabulous day tomorrow, so we'll see what happens with that as well. FRTA is a keeper. All right, we took a look at FRTA earlier. Don't remember the chart. FRTA, construction materials. Oh yeah. And it's supposedly a Houston-based company, right? FRTA. Might want to do your research on that one. But FRTA looks really nice too as well. Concerned a little bit about that wick, but that just could have been, you know, guys who were in from yesterday, heavy or not. But nice play on that one too as well. Yeah. Irvine, Texas. Okay, Irvine, Texas play. All right. Yeah. And again, I put that list of those publicly traded companies in Florida. Again, for my shorters, all the insurance companies, I absolutely, think that you're going to continue to have really ugly days. I know most of you don't like Office Depot, but I still think Office Depot is one to watch as well. Office Depot, CXS, and no, this is not a penny stock, but, $51 trade. Last 2 days have been doing really good. Some of you guys in here like trains. I don't know if you do or not. It is what it is. What else do we see? I think let me see here. Hotels are going to sell off, obviously, but I didn't think this had very much volume. Don't think this has very much volume. Yeah, not much. Timeshares, HGV. I also talked about what was the Carnival Cruise Lines? Isn't it CCL, right? Yeah, Carnival Cruise Lines. That one's falling off its ass. Nobody's going to be on a cruise here in maybe a week or two. All right. Disposable waste. ADSW. Not the volume is just not there. Yeah, again, I don't mean to be too picky on volume, but man, I just want to make sure I'm getting great price, you know what I mean? And you get great prices on good volume. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about stocks that 200K, 300K, man, you don't know if you're getting the right price. You know, you just don't know. You know. Somebody brought up Neo. We took a look at that. But yeah, there it is, folks. Highway construction stock, JNC, Gencore Industry. No, never mind. All right, folks, that's what it is. ABBY. Take a look at that. Oh no, ABBY. Abby. All right, unusual volume for the stock for sure. Last 2 days have been really good. Looks like a pump here. Yeah, it looks like a pump. Sandick says he was on a cruise last week from New Orleans to Honduras. What is there to see in Honduras? I'm always thought like Honduras was like a very like poor country. You know. And I think it's because I've been, you know, brainwashed by the media, but I've never seen like Honduras as like one of those. It's never been one of those countries to, okay, culture, all right, culture. I figure like Honduras would be like Belize. It's kind of one of those countries that's like been like untouched from like extreme capitalism, you know, untouched from like the super capitalist. It's that local bars with hookers. He's silly. Oh, man. You know, because the super capitalists, they can't wait to get their hands on Cuba. They can't wait to get their hands on Cuba and all these other little, you know, Venezuela and shit like that. And by the way, what's going on in Venezuela right now is completely orchestrated by the CIA. I mean, the CIA is just all over Venezuela right now. If you read that book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman, then you know what's going on in Venezuela right now. It's all CIA. I mean, they fucking that shit up. You know, with the protesters and just the chaos. Yeah. All right, guys. So, been a great show. It's been a solid week. Put in a lot of good work this week. And I hope you guys who, you know, just started watching the show, shout out to all my new callers who called up today saying they're learning a lot. I think, you know, if you watch the show, I think you can't deny you get a lot of great information on trading and tips and tricks and whatnot from the people who call and how to do research here and there. And we're getting better. You know, we're all getting better, and eventually I already see the improvement in just the way we're talking and conversing and stuff like that compared to, like, let's say the first 30 episodes. So when we only had like 11 people in here. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, that Abby looks like a pump, man. Yeah, FRTA, love it. Appreciate it, Sansky. All right, so let me go ahead and get out of here. With that being said, again, thank you to all the people who called up. Legendary 8s, Africa Emporium. If this hurricane just like levels the city of Miami, I'll have a Sunday show, because we gotta have a Sunday show. I mean, if it's just level to hell, you know, then I'll have a Sunday show, because Hurricane Matthew was pretty bad, you know. But most people, thankfully, have gotten out of that. But, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, we live in a capitalist society, man. And, you know, capitalism is, you know, unfortunately does find a way for you to profit off the misery of others. You know, and again, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I got bills. You know what I'm saying? And I got wants. And there's no better game out there to get the things I want than this. You know, that's just period. I tried the 9-to-5 thing. It didn't really work. I'm too good for that. They ain't want to pay me what I'm worth. So I gotta figure a way to make money off, you know, the fact that you're probably gonna lose your house, the fact that you're gonna lose your car, the fact that, you know, you're gonna have to pay higher insurance rates, the fact that you're gonna pay more for water and gas. And, I mean, I gotta do it. It left me no choice. I live in the United States of America. Stock Z, Desert Edge, Bad Scientist, Hosea Put, Robert Terman, Sansky, Matei Tama. Who else is in here? Desert Edge, SC Trucker, Cool Cats, Donzel Essex, Boss Duty, Michael B, Edwin Iglesias, Jeff the Mean Marine there. Shout out to all my traders. Crypto Mike, Troy Tolbert, Adam Board. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All the people who watch me, all the people who lurk. Q-Tech, appreciate it. Join us again if you're not already a member. Most of you are in the Discord room. Great place to be in the AM. If you got one of those good jobs that lets you trade stocks during the day or sit at a computer all day, it's a great place to kind of get your chat on, and while you got that other browser open with your trades and stuff. Great place to be to share your knowledge and learn from other people. See you guys back here Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.